Hi, I'm Dr. Ariele Foster, and I am talking today about why it is challenging for some people to get into this shape right here, which is known as Malasana in yoga, or deep squat in functional movement, or butt to heels squat. And there are simply three joints that might be stopping somebody from coming into this position. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Joint number one would be the ankle, the mobility of the ankle. Joint number two would be the mobility of the knees, left or right. And joint number three would be the mobility of the hips. The spine should be able to be fairly upright, fairly straight up and down here. So it's pretty rare that it would be the spine itself that would be the limiting factor. So here's how you can tell if it is the ankle. If you take the ankle limitation out of the way by propping somebody up at the back of the heel, and that person can then squat down into Malasana, then the ankle is where there is a mobility limitation. It's the knee if either unweighted, which would be called open chain, the back of the calf and the thigh don't come to meet. So usually the knee is limited by soft tissue approximation. So that would be the back of the thigh and the calf. And those two have a little bit of a bounce to them. If this is painful without any weight on it, or if there is a stopping point before the tissue meets, then it would be the knee. It could also be pain in the knee rather than a range of motion limitation as you're descending down with weight bearing. So as you're going from here to here, maybe the ankle's fine with it, but the knee is really cranky and doesn't like it. And that's how you know it's a knee issue. And then I'm going down my back again to show you whether it would be a hip issue, how you know if it would be a hip issue. So it'd be a hip issue if the knees don't easily come in towards the outer armpits like so in Happy Baby. Because this shape that I'm in right here is Happy Baby on the back, or almost like Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana, but it's literally the same shape as Malasana, or that deep butt to heels squat. So if you can do the butt to heels squat on your back, but then, and you have the full range of motion in your hips, knees come pretty close to the armpits, then you know that you're not limited in your hip range of motion. So again, it could be somewhat different when you're weight bearing, and it could be a problem with weight bearing, but the most likely culprit for most people is going to be the ankles. So in the next video, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas on how to get more mobility in the ankles for this deep squat. Thanks for watching.